Hi, everybody. This is Dee and Bridget. We're here tonight to interview Bridget and see what she's got going on. First and foremost, I would like to say, interview Bridget and see what she's got going on. My phone took off on me. First and foremost, if you're not subscribed to Bridget, please consider going over and giving her a subscribe, some thumbs up, watch a video, all the stuff you got to do. I'm trying not to say all the things because Juan is saying that all the time. I'm trying not to be a copycat, but I used to say all the things. It's a little hard for me to break that habit. Well, I love your top, Bridget.
Thank you.
Stand up, let me see.
This is actually it was designed originally as a beach cover up. It's a bod design.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I added sleeves and I wear it as a dress.
Oh, that is cute. I love that. Good job. Guys, Bridget is making her own wedding dress. Is that amazing or what? You never cease to amaze me, Bridget. You're so talented.
I just have fun playing with the yarn.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, let's get started. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? And mods, when you come in, if there's a question in the chat, I'm not able to go back and forth as easily as usual. So if there's any questions in the chat, please put a lot of emojis around it and let me know. Okay, Bridget, tell us about yourself.
Well, let's see. I started off as just a crocheter. I found Bago Day and she taught me how to crochet. I really loved it, and I decided to delve into the other side of YouTube, which is the vloggers and stuff like that, which of course made me curious about making videos.
Right.
And of course, I found more people, and I got curious about doing all kinds of things. So now I am a multi-crafter because I don't only do fiber arts, I also do etching and wood stuff and sewing, of course. And now I design my own things, so that's a lot of fun.
Like I said, you are such a talented person. If you guys don't know, Bridget makes and sells project bags. And we have a saying that says if you don't have a Bridget project bag, you're not a cool kid. So all the cool kids have Bridget project bags. And I have mine right there. I can look at it right now. Mine's got peacocks on it and peacock feathers. And Mama G actually bought it for me as a gift, and I love it. So good job on that for sure. Bridget also spins yarn. And she is so multi-talented, you guys. I mean, she does so many things. So when you said you learned from Bod how to crochet, how long ago was that?
6 years.
6 years. Wow, that's awesome. What other fiber things do you do?
Well, I spin, I weave, I knit, a macrame, a cross stitch.
So you do all the same stuff I do. Yeah, except for I don't spin. That's a rabbit hole I decided not to go down because I know that if I do, I'm going to need another room. So
Definitely, yeah, because the wheels, they're like, they're kind of like crochet hooks in yarn. They breathe while you're not working. And you have more of them than what you had the day before, and you have no idea how it happened.
what really impressed me too, Bridget, is when we were talking, you were talking about how you use the old-timey kind of spinning wheel, that you tried the electrical ones or whatever, and that really wasn't your gig. So
Yeah.
you do it with the old-timey wheel, which that's so cool. That's just so cool to me.
I really like the connection to history with it. And also, it is a fabulous way to ground yourself and, get rid of all the icky energy in your body and absorb wonderful, fresh
You
energy.
just go to another place.
It really is. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I am in a zone of my own when I am on my wheel.
Well, I have to say, you make some beautiful yarns. I watch people open them. Speaking of that, you sent me a bag.
Hmm.
So I'm going to get that. Now, I sliced it open, but I did not take anything out of it because I didn't want to have to do all the crinklies here on the thing. So, do you want me to read the card? Is it okay to read it out loud? Oh, and you got a wax stamp on it. Look, can you guys see the wax stamp? And I didn't even break it. Maybe I can save it. I'm very sentimental.
Me too. I keep all my cards.
Me
And
too. Warmest wishes. Isn't that beautiful? It says, may you and yours enjoy health, happiness, prosperity, and more now and throughout the new year. From our home to yours, we wish you all the best in the year to come. Love, Queen's Crafts by Bridget and the King. How cool. That's actually my first Christmas card.
oh,
So
awesome.
yeah, so that's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, what am I looking at here, Bridget?
Well,
Look.
that there was dyed especially for you. I used my wood stove to dye the yarn or to dye the fiber prior to spinning it.
Oh my gosh, you dyed this with your wood stove and spun it?
Hmm.
So all the old timey stuff, I'm loving that. It's beautiful. It says Royal Peacock. 100% wool, hand dyed and spun for you by Queen's Crafts by Bridget. Hand washed, lay flat to dry, approximately 253 yards, or a total of 24. I don't know what that is.
It's the mini has the yard. I put the yardage for the mini and the yardage for the.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't realize there was a mini. I was just so enthralled with the color. I'm going to hold this up close so you all can see. She spun this. Do you see this? And dyed it on her wood stove. Is that beautiful or what? Bridget, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. The larger hank is a 2-ply. The smaller one is what was left over. I didn't do a very good job at getting an exact spin on both bobbins, so I had one bobbin that had a lot over when the other one ran out. So I changed.
Stop that. Stop pointing out what you
No,
think
no,
is
no.
an.
It's not a flaw. It's just one of those things that when you're spinning, it's my goal to always get the exact same amount on this bobbin as that bobbin. It doesn't usually happen. I get a different mini every time. I actually save
Oh.
my minis and I'm going to do a special project with it. But that mini there, the size difference in the yarn is very minuscule, so you can use it in the same project.
Oh yeah, you sure could. But I'll save this mini. I collect minis, so I will save this mini in my collection for whenever I decide to do something one day. But this I'm going to use. I've got Ray's yarn up there, so I got 2 hand spun yarns. I'm so excited. It's beautiful, Bridget.
Thank you. And then the other package.
Oh, and this has got a wax stamp on it as well with the crown. Oh, I love it, Bridget. Aw. Thank you so much. Now, what else is in here?
That is for one of the very giving people that have donated to the homeless fund, the homeless drive. I too, like Chris, have experienced the unfortunate event of being homeless. And I'm not in the financial position right now to give and help with that. But what I can do is offer this as a thank you gift to one person that does donate.
Oh my gosh,
So one of
Bridget.
my hand dyed, hand spun yarns.
I want you to look at this, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, Bridget. That is so wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, that makes 5 giveaways that we have for the people who donate to the homeless. So we have some of Bridget's hand-dyed hand spun yarn. Look at this, you guys. Look at the how it looks kind of tweedy with the two colors. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, that's a lucky recipient right there. Yeah, Crystal from Bag O' Days giving 2 boxes with 2 Nelson Wood hooks in it. I'm going to give a mystery box, and I haven't decided. I'm going to do something super special. And then Thriss is also donating a hank of blue heron yarn. And now we've got some hand spun, hand dyed by Bridget, Queen Bridget. Thank you, Bridget. That is so awesome. Oh, I see my grandson Max is in here. Hi, honey. He's
Hello.
been coming. He wants to learn to crochet, so he's been hanging out on Grandma's lives. This is wonderful. She's got the wax stamp on that as well with the crown. And it says Queen Mother, 100% wool, hand dyed and spun for you by Queen Crafts by Bridget. Hand washed, lay flat to dry, approximately 124 yards, 3.5 ounces. Isn't that gorgeous? Well, now we've got 5 prizes for the people that donate. Thank you so much.
No, not a problem.
That is incredible, Bridget. Thank you. As a matter of fact, I got 2 boxes, and when I say boxes, I mean boxes, from Patricia Walker today for the homeless, which I was gonna call Yolanda and have her come and pick it up today on her way home, but I didn't get a chance to, so I'm definitely going to have her come by and get it tomorrow. But that is a giveaway. So if you donate, we have 5 different prizes that are possible for you to win. You just have to send your receipt, your postage receipt, your PayPal receipt, whatever it is, Amazon receipt. Send a copy of that to Thriss's email, and then we're going to take those emails and pick our winners from there. So you have a chance to win some hand spun, hand dyed by Bridget. And I think that's incredible. Thank you so much, Bridget. Honestly, that means the world to me.
Well, I really, when I see you guys were doing that for the homeless, and like I said, it's something that I've experienced, you know, I wanted to do something, and that's just something that I was able to do.
That's
So,
incredible.
to do that.
That's incredible. Thank you so very much. Honestly, the community has been so giving, and for you to think of me during this and think of our folks that are donating, it's wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get all mushy. Ah.
I've done enough of that for both of us for the last couple of days.
Right. I'm going to get mushy, so I'm going to change the subject a little bit. Hello, everybody that's coming in. If you missed it, Queen Bridget has hand dyed on her wood stove and spun us some yarn to be another prize for folks that are donating to our homeless drive. So what an awesome prize that is. And okay, Zoila's on things. Okay, thank you. Is there any questions so far? I'm going to get into this, but I miss a lot of questions. Does your donations during Crystal's auction count? No, Darlene. This is a whole separate thing. Crystal did that on a whim, and this is by proof of receipt or whatever. You have to watch Thriss's video. I'm so sorry. Thriss is the one that decided to do this part of it, and I don't know if she's here, but maybe she can explain. As far as I know, no, but Thriss is the one handling it, so Thriss would be the one that you would ask. Okay. Why did you decide to do a YouTube channel?
I wanted friends.
Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, I
You know,
hear ya.
I'm transplanted from Wisconsin to South Carolina. I don't work outside of the home. I'm disabled. I'm not a church goer. I'm above the age of 18. So how do you make friends when you're a grown person, babe? I tried the whole walking up to someone in the crochet aisle and talking to them. They looked at me like I was nuts.
Yeah, right, right.
Like,
Yeah,
yes.
I know it's so funny. I've been chit chatting with people in the crochet aisle, and then they're like, "Okay, lady, I'm done. I'm done." Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard to make friends. Me, I moved away from Michigan, and then when I moved back to Michigan, a lot of my friends have just went on with their lives and whatever, and so I don't have a whole lot of people I can see. Like Thrust comes over to visit.
Right.
And my girlfriend Sherry, I talk to her. My girlfriend Cheryl, that lives in Canada, comes about once a year. So I really don't have any friends like around me. So YouTube has become my friend outlet as well. Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. Well, you do such a wonderful job at everything. I mean, look at the dress she has on, you guys. I mean, this is just some of what makes up Bridget. I mean, she's just very, very talented.
I've always liked to. Always wanted to fit in, but I've never fit in. So I like to fit in but stand out. You know, I want to wear pretty things, but I don't want to wear the pretty things that you're wearing.
Yeah, yeah, you want to be an individual.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I've never been much of a follow the crowd kind of person either. So, you know what I'm saying? I just never have been. It's like, my kids, they got Louis Vuitton and all that. I couldn't care less about name brands. Well, none of that kind of stuff has ever been my cup of tea. I always wore holy jeans and, you know what I'm saying? That's just
Yeah.
how I've always been. I was a tomboy growing up and, I was never much into all that kind of stuff. So I never really fit in either. When all the girls were sitting around talking about makeup and all that I had way better things to do with myself. You know what I mean? It was like, yawn, I got way better things to do.
Yeah. Actually, I actually put on some makeup for you tonight. I don't ever do that. I put some makeup on, and the king looks at me and he goes, "How do I braid?"
Just tell them we'll hang out later. We'll hang out after I'm done with D. A lady wants to know here, Barb Jarvie would like to know the yarn you spin, does it come from the sheep you raise?
Unfortunately, I don't have any sheep. Eventually, maybe I would like to get a few. I have to get the land cleared, but we have to get the king healthy and immobile again before the land can be cleared.
But you do have goats and pigs and all that kind of stuff, just no sheep then.
Yeah, yeah, and
Okay.
I still buy my wool, and most of the time I buy it in roving already. It's been cleaned and combed. It's ready to be dyed and spun. I I would like to say that one day I could do all the rest of it and get my own sheep, but the fact is wool processing tools are prohibitively expensive.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have a drum carder for this kind, that kind, and this kind. A decent drum carder's, 500 to $1,500, and you're talking you need one to three of them. And you got combs, brushes, and
Oh, yeah. I watched a whole video like from sheep to yarn, and how the process and how they do it. And I thought, oh my gosh, that is a lot of work. No wonder that kind of stuff is expensive. I mean, that is a lot of work. If you guys have ever had an opportunity to watch any videos, I don't remember the channel that I watched it on, but I watched a video from where they were literally shearing the sheep all the way through the cleaning process, all that, until they were actually using it as yarn. And my goodness, that is a lot of work. A lot of work. Okay, Zoila, can you do me a favor and periodically drop Bridget's channel? Because I would like her, for everybody to go over and check her out. I don't know how to go about that, so that's why I'm asking you, Zoila. You know me and technology, guys. So, yeah, Bridget has cows, and she has goats, and she has pigs. And she has lots of kitties, right? How many kitties do you have?
not counting the wild ones that you can't touch. We have five.
crazy. You're a kitty mama.
Yeah, and they're babies, and the babies need help because the mama's not big enough to take care of them. So somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, aw. That would be me. Absolutely, that would be me. I have, the four dogs and my cat, and my kitty definitely rules the roost. Even against my 110-pound Bo Diddley, she's the boss. But I love all animals.
Me too.
Kelly,
I
you think you watch that same video? Yeah, it's a really cool one. It's like right from shearing the sheep all the way to making the yarn into something. It was incredible.
Yeah, it. I was talking to somebody that wants to learn to spin recently, and I told them, I said, 'cause they wanted to get into the whole entire process. I'm like, honestly, if you want to get into the entire process of from animal to product, you probably better give up all your other friends.
Oh, yeah, for sure, because that's going to take up all your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm too old to start that process. You know what I'm saying? No way, man. I'm too old. What I was telling Bridget earlier is I would love to spin. I think it's so incredibly beautiful, and the fact that you can make your own yarn. I mean, I just think that whole process is just so incredibly cool. But I know me, and I would go down that rabbit hole, and I'd buy all the stuff, and I'd have to have all the things, and then by the time I got to spinning, who knows if I'd like it or not. You know what I mean? I wouldn't know. Maybe I wouldn't like doing it, you
Right.
know? So I don't know if that's a rabbit hole I'm willing to go down.
It's one for me. It's one I'm happy I went down. I think I might just stay right here where I'm at, just going, dyeing my fiber, spinning it, and enjoying the yarn because I do enjoy my other crafts. And like I said, the cost of the tools is very prohibitive. I had to sell a lot of bags to get my wheel.
Right, I was just going to say, you got to have a Bridget Baker. You're just not cool. So
I,
tell the people that don't know, tell them what you do on your channel. Like, what is it that you do when you're on video?
well, I just talk about my crafts. I talk about what I've gotten up to, no matter what it is, because I talk about more than just my fiber arts because I love doing more than just my fiber arts.
Right, I know I've seen you show your bags before, which is informational for people that want to buy them. You can see what Bridget's up to, how many she's made, what the patterns are, what's on the fabric. And so she shows some of that stuff too along with her yarn. So you get to see all of the things that she creates on there. And she does giveaways, and she does all that kind of stuff. So I think you'll like Bridget's channel. Bridget's pretty cool.
We do every video. I pick three people from the comments and they go into a cauldron, I call it. And at the end of the month, we draw somebody from there. And for simply leaving me a comment, you are entered in for a giveaway.
How nice.
My
Yeah.
telling my people, hey, thank you for interacting with me, even if it's just, hey, that was pretty. If it was just a little heart and a hug, yeah,
Yeah.
appreciate that. You especially like right now. December is crazy with all the Vlogmas and the opening and the advents and everything. Everybody is so busy, and at first I was disappointed with my view numbers because I'm used to getting this and I was getting this, but then I had to remember how busy everybody is in the month of December.
Yeah, I'm not doing Vlogmas or Advent or anything like that myself. Yeah. So you're right. It's there's everything's just flooded with everybody's Vlogmas, which good. Who knows? I may do it next year. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but it's just that you're right. Though there's a lot of people out there doing Vlogmas and all that kind of stuff, which is cool. I just wasn't ready for it this year with mom and everything.
And I like to show the animals too because they are part of who I am. And once I get into getting more of the land cleared and I can have my garden set up, I do plan on doing gardening videos and stuff like that. I also love to grow things. And if I can get out and get some foraging done, I would like to do some videos on that. To me, my crafts is anything that I'm getting up to and getting into. And I want to share it all. If they want to watch, that's wonderful. If they only want to see the fiber content, then I completely understand that as well.
Speaking of fiber, what's your favorite fiber?
Natural fiber, of course. Ever since I started spinning, I guess it's official. I'm a yarn snob.
It's official. You join the group of yarn snobs. I tease Thris because I always call her yarn snob because she barely has any acrylic. So
But yeah, I don't look down upon it. I just realize that the things that I enjoy making where I live cannot be made in acrylic. This dress, for instance, I love this dress. I get to wear it once or twice a year. I live in South Carolina and it's made of acrylic. Even with these great big holes, I cannot wear this dress in the summertime. In the
yeah,
spring,
it's too hot.
I would melt.
Yeah, that's why I like cotton.
Yeah.
That's why I like cotton. My two favorites are cotton and wool. I make a lot of stuff out of acrylic, but cotton and wool are my favorite things, my favorite fibers.
Yeah, for what I enjoy making, wool and cotton is definitely my favorite.
Yeah. Hook size, weight. I mean, tell us all the stuff that you like as far as the fibers go.
I love the small yarn. I like
Me
my
too.
1 weight, my 2 weight, my 3 weight. 4 weight, I'll deal with it. 5 weight, no, thank you. 6, please get that out of my house.
I know. The big stuff hurts my wrist, because I have arthritis, and the big stuff, trying to crochet, oh man,
I
it
can't
kills
use
my wrist.
I can't use a hook above a size 6. I don't even. I have some, but they literally sit in the cup.
Well, I use the bigger yarns even on my thinner, or the bigger hooks even on my thinner yarn if I want to make it more lacy and whatever. So I do find uses for my bigger hooks, but I agree with you. Above a 6 is pushing it.
Yeah, it's for me. It's too much. I holding that much in my hand, it hurts. And the weight of a heavy hook, like someone uh, handed me a furrows they were using. I'm like,
No, I like furls.
the metal one. I was like, oh, good God, no. And then I see people breaking their acrylic ones all the time. And I'm accident prone. No one can hurt me or break my things quite like I can.
That's why I got these metal ones. They're all metal. Because I am a total clod. Yes, I am a total clod. I break everything. Ask Mark, he'll tell you. Oh, we're getting a Dory Did It raid. Awesome.
Thank
Welcome
you.
in, everybody. Welcome in. Me and Bridget were just sitting here chit-chatting. If anyone has any questions, get one of the mods' attention. I think Zoila. Yeah, Zoila's here, so you can ask your question to Zoila. She'll put a bunch of emojis by it, and I can ask Bridget myself. Okay, so you like wools and cottons are your fibers. You like the thinner yarn. You like the smaller hooks, 6 and below. We are very much alike, my friend. We are very much alike. What is your favorite stitch?
I love the virus stitch, the pineapple stitch. Um, just a regular plain stitch, I guess probably the double crochet. But as far as like, a stitch pattern, I like the pineapple stitch or the virus stitch is probably my
Yeah, those are my two favorite man, we are a lot alike. Those are my two favorite fancy stitches, but I like the half double crochet because I can whip that up. I mean, if I got to make something in a hurry, I can whip something up with a half double, man. I don't even have to look. You know what I'm saying? I'm just all over. Now, when it comes to pineapple and virus, I have to pay attention. Otherwise I'm going to be lost, in the mix. So, yeah, we're very, very much alike in that. Now, let me guess. Is your favorite color pink?
No, I hate it. It's disgusting.
Well, your wall's pink, your dress is pink. I'm kind of thinking you like pink.
Yeah, I like the smack you in the face, talk talk back to your mama kind of pink.
Yeah, that neon bright.
Dude. Um,
Yeah, my choices of pink because I like some in every color category, but the neon pink is my favorite of the pinks. I like that real bright pink as well. Huh. So, what are your favorite things to make? What do you like to make the most? Shawls, hats,
Wearables.
wearables. Yeah, me too.
I love nothing better than stepping out in something that I have made. That
Yep.
gives me that little, you know,
Get you a little zip in your step.
I am feeling myself from left to right when I'm walking around. Even something as simple as a tank top. Or I even have crocheted shorts I wear. I don't wear them out to the store, but I wear them in the yard, around the house. I love them. They're comfortable. And
Yep.
just make me feel cute. And
Yep.
to me, life is way too short not to feel cute.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I totally agree with that. Okay, let me see. What is my next question? Well, we already answered. Do you do other crafts? You do all kinds. You're like me. You're like multifaceted. I got stuff going in every direction. Uh, what do you do when you're not crocheting or not doing anything with fiber? What do you do?
And when I'm not crafting at all, or
I'm always crafting, so this would be like a really hard question for me. But if you weren't crafting, what would you be doing?
if I'm not doing anything crafty, I'm usually outdoors. And then on a rare occasion, I might actually play a video game.
Oh, okay.
I like
That's Mark.
more.
Outside of video games, that's what he does when he's not fixing stuff or whatever.
I love hunting and fishing. I also love to be on the motorcycle and out riding. When I was growing up, I loved being on the snowmobile and you know
Yep.
out doing. I was very much tomboy. The
Me
girl
too.
only happened when my third pregnancy happened. My daughter, the little stinker, turned me into a girl.
She got y'all girly. I've always been a tomboy, but I always wore makeup. Even though I was a tomboy, I wore makeup. My mom did when we were young, and it was just something I thought you were supposed to do. So I started wearing makeup when I was like 12 or 13, and I've worn it ever since. But other than that, I mean, I always was barefoot, playing in the mud, chasing the other girls with snakes, that kind of stuff. My whole life, fishing, all that. Yep. That was always been my thing. I never like worked on cars, but I know a lot about it because I've been around a lot of mechanics in my life. But I have worked on motorcycles, so that's when you said ride motorcycle. That's one of my favorite things to do. I used to really like to drive my own motorcycle, and then I actually sold my motorcycle to pay for my divorce. Yeah. Right? It's like, I'm sorry, girl, but I gotta sacrifice you. But anyways, that was many years ago, and I've never bought a motorcycle since. But I do like riding on the back, which I never thought I would like because I was always used to driving it myself. But
Yeah.
I grew up with bikers. My whole family rides motorcycles. My sons have several. We're a motorcycle family. My brother is a motorcycle mechanic, so yeah, we are definitely motorcycle people around here. And nothing better than having the wind in your hair, man.
Yeah.
Nothing better. That's my quiet place. Just the wind in my hair, no music, no nothing, just out. You know. Yeah, that's definitely my quiet place for sure. But I haven't been on a motorcycle in years now. It's been probably 3 or 4 years since I've been on a motorcycle, and may have to have my son take me out or something. But in the springtime, I hear them go by, and I get this little, I get that little itch to want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love motorcycles, and I love cars too. I'm really into cars. I love old cars. not the new stuff. I like the old cars, you know, like we got an old Mustang and, you know, whatever. So I like the old cars. And you had told me before that you used to work on cars.
Yeah. Yeah, before they put the device in, and I wasn't allowed to do that kind of fun stuff no more. You know.
I did not realize that till you told me that. She has a pacemaker, and I guess you can't be around, you know, things that are magnetic. And there's a lot of stuff that is magnetic in motors and whatnot. And so she had to step back from that. I did not realize that until you told me that.
Yeah, I actually even had to stop making one of my bags a certain way. I had bought some buttons that had little magnets in them. So I figured, it's just a little bitty magnet. Every time I touched it, I started going, whoa, the world started spinning me up.
Wow.
Yeah, it really affected me, a little bitty tiny magnet. So,
Oh, yeah, you need to steer clear of those. Nobody asked Bridget for a magnet in their bag. No asking Bridget for magnets. We want to keep her around, man. Let's see if we got anything in here, and I'll go back to my questions. Oh, everybody's coming. Oh, look at all the folks in here. So glad you're here.
oh, I can go in a car. I just cannot get underneath the hood of a car because of the alternator and spark plugs have a magnetic pull, and that magnetic pull can either set off or turn off the defibrillator function of my pacemaker defibrillator. And so,
Wow.
you know, as much as it hurts to get shocked, we don't want that function turned off. It came in quite useful on Thanksgiving for me.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Goats and piggies. Everybody's talking about your goats and piggies. Oh, thank you, Ganny Joe. I don't have Mark in here doing tickets. I'm just going to write you down. I'll put you a ticket in later. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And
Those are always appreciated but never expected. Bridget, when are you getting married, and are you sewing or crocheting your wedding dress?
we are getting married April the 20th this next year, and I am crocheting my dress. So I have it sitting.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you're going to show it to us?
Sure.
I got to see this.
I haven't put the straps on yet,
And of course, it's pink.
of course. And I dyed this yarn.
Oh, it's so pretty. Very pretty.
Down here, I'm doing the like it's the beautiful shells blanket.
Oh, yeah.
Shells on top of shells, and then the skirt. I'm going to be doing the virus stitch.
Oh, that is going to be stunning. I can't wait to see it done. Oh, how pretty. Let's see.
I also enjoy making things like this.
Yolanda chased the other girls with snakes, too. Aw, look it. Wait a minute. Let me remember her name. Ah, it was on the tip of my tongue.
Smurfette.
Smurfette. That's what it was. Yeah. It was right on the tip of my tongue. How cute. Amigurumi. Yolanda Jason. Do you look at Granny Joe's super chat? I did. Thank you, Kirsten. I appreciate that.
I made these guys so that one day, if I decide to be brave and actually go live, I'll have my trolls before I start.
Oh, those are cute. I told Bridget, I said, bring some stuff to show us. Oh, those are adorable. I love them. Did you bring some of your bags for the people that haven't seen them?
I have an example of each and every bag.
Yay, wonderful.
Ooh.
Kel's Crochet Corner said, oh, Bridget, then how do you get around then?
Yeah, it was, that's why I said I can be in a car, but I just can't be underneath the hood.
And Kim G says she remembers when that was happening with the magnets.
Okay, we'll start from the biggest one and work our way down.
Now, these are the bags that you can have her custom make.
Yes.
And also, occasionally, she puts up a video of all the ones that she made. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful?
This is a blanket bag.
Wow, that is huge.
Yes. And I mean,
Oh, yeah, it's holding a ton. That's a nice big bag right there.
The nice thing about these bags is you take the longer handle, you stick it in here.
Oh, yeah, and it closes up the bag. That's the kind I got from you. Yeah, the Japanese knot bag. Yep.
Oh, we have that one. And then we have slightly smaller.
Oh, like a meat. Yeah, that's still a
Yeah.
large bag,
Yeah.
though.
This
That's
is
still
my
a really big
jumbo
one.
bag. This is my large bag.
Now, that bag is big enough to fit a child in, like they tease me about my big basket.
Yeah. This is my medium bag.
Oh, nice. I love that print, too, on that fabric.
Me too. And I was so sad I couldn't get any more of it, especially since now Joann's is going out of business. And I don't have any money to go buy new fabric.
Joanne's is going out of business, seriously?
I am dead serious.
What am I going to do then? Where are
We're,
we going to get fabric? Because I sew as well.
we're going to have to go online or hope that someone opens up something
Because,
because
I mean, pretty much that's the only place you can get fabric
Hobby
other than
Lobby and
Walmart.
Walmart and Hobby Lobby, you're not going to get things like this because they're a religious place and they say that this is
Bad or something,
bad
yeah.
or whatever, you know.
So they were kind of picky about what they put in there, so you can't get all the prints. Oh, let me see. If you're interested in purchasing a Bridget bag, go to her channel. There we go. Thank you, Zoila. I appreciate that.
This is my notions pouch.
Yep, I got one of those too. I love it. Yep.
And the nice thing about all my bags are reversible. So, you know, like if you like the idea, like the naughty knitting sacks where you have something naughty on the inside and something cute for for everybody around you, I can do that for people. Or if you just, you know, you want a butterfly bag for the springtime and you want a fall bag for the fall time, you can have one bag, both prints.
Oh, yeah, that's an excellent idea. Yeah.
Then we have the royal cake sack.
Let me see the top of that. Oh, wow, that's cool. So it's a drawstring.
Mm-hmm. This one, Jude calls it my star bottom bag because,
Oh, yeah,
but this
that's cool.
goes, you know, if you got like a great big cake, you know, like this one here is,
Like the mandala bonus bundle or something like that, that'll fit in there.
because this one here is what is this is a 1,600 yard cake, and there is room for more. You know,
Yeah, that's cool. Now, I don't have any fabric stores around me at all. Like nothing other than Joann's and the little bit you can get at Walmart. How about you, Bridget? Do you have any local fabric stores or anything?
something the size of a cubicle is called a quilting store, but if they have 50 bolts in the whole store,
And they probably want top dollar because that,
right,
it's such
and
a
it's a
small place.
quilting
Yeah.
store, you know. This here is my hook and needle bag. Now, this one you can get drawstrings, you can get a zipper top, or you can get snaps on the top, depending on how you want.
I like the shape of that. Yeah.
I designed it for your hooks and your needles, but a lot of people use it just as a small project bag or a sock bag,
Granny square bag. You can put the
you know.
stuff in there to make a granny square, your scraps or whatever. Yeah.
And then we
They're
have,
just closing some stores. Jessica SMC says, I just looked up Joann's closing, and they are only closing some stores but are not going out of business. So what I hear a second ago is what I heard a second ago.
okay, so
Okay.
everyone I've talked to so far had said they're going out of business. I'm like, oh,
Oh no, I was going to say I don't even have any idea where I would get fabric other than Walmart. They go out
um,
of business. I don't know what I would do
if you
online.
ever
And I
have
don't like to
to,
buy fabric online. I want to feel it.
right, but if you ever do have to order, I have a couple places I can get you, you know, the links to because they have very, very nice quality fabric. I will.
Oh, okay.
You know, because people will contact me and they'll say like, I want Yu-Gi-Oh fabric, and I don't know what a Yu-Gi-Oh is, but I go online, let my fingers do the walking, and I find them, whatever, like I'll find 5 or 6, and I send them back to them, and they pick the one they want, and then I order that up with them, and because I've had to do that, there's certain places I go to because I've had issues getting decent fabric. So the places I go to have very, very nice fabric.
Well, share where is it that you're getting your
Um,
fabrics and stuff?
when I do custom printed fabric, each and every time it's spoon flower.
Spoonflower.
If
Okay.
anybody remembers the mushroom bags that I made like a year ago, them
I
things
do.
like hotcakes, that fabric came from spoon flower. Some of the nicest fabric I have ever had.
Good to know.
It's a good, sturdy, strong cotton fabric, but it's not like, you know, cardboard stiff,
Yeah.
you know. But
And
this
what's that
is,
one now?
this is my little sock bag or a 100-gram cake bag. This one here is real great for like if you're knitting a pair of socks or you're just working on a hat with a small cake or whatever, and you just want to toss something in your pocketbook, you know, just toss.
Also, too, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm working with a cake, when you get down towards the last inch or two, it starts falling in on itself. And it's good to have, like something to hold it like that. That's really nifty. Yeah.
And the way I
Excellent
designed it,
idea.
you can either button it this way and work out of the top of your cake,
Oh, that's super
or
cool.
you button it cattywampus from each other, and everything's closed up tight.
That's really cool, Bridget. I like that because I work with a lot of cakes, because I most of the time, more so than not, put it on, like if it's a Hank or it goes on the Swift, but if it's not a Hank and I want it caked up, using my winder,
Yeah.
I turn everything into cakes because that's what I like to work with. It's the easiest. Plus, it fits in Ethel, my bowl Ethel. It fits in Ethel real good, and I like to work with cakes. Yeah, that's really cool. That is a handy dandy thing right there.
And then this is my larger sock bag. This is great for if you're doing like alternated heels, toes, and cuffs. So you can have the bigger cake and the smaller cake, plus your sock will fit in here as well as your needles and whatnot. And I really like this one too. Even if you're doing hats, this is great because if you're like me and you have social anxiety, going out and being around people can be sometimes a little overwhelming. I used to be on antidepressants. I used to be on anti-anxiety medication until I
I
found
am.
fiber arts. I was able to get rid of all of those medications because of my fiber arts. If
Yeah,
I
see, with me, you were talking about going out in public, whatever. It's like if I go to a family party, because I even feel anxiety around people I know in my own family or whatever. And if I go to a family party, I always take a little something to crochet on, just in case I need to get out of the what's going on, where I'm at for a
Yep,
minute. And I don't want to talk to anybody or whatever. I just that's perfect for that.
I take this, I put it on my arm.
Now I just told my family my secret.
That's right.
I just told them my little get out of the limelight secret. Let me see. Oh, everybody's still talking about Joann's. Yeah, well, if all the stores aren't closing, there is hope. You know. So what's your next bag you got there, lady?
That's the lineup.
That's the lineup. Okay, well that's awesome. I love those little cake bags. I may have to get a couple of those off of you, for sure. I'm just so thrilled that you made this for me, girl. For those of you that came in afterwards, Bridget dyed this on her wood stove and spun this on her spinning wheel for me. Look at this. Isn't that incredible? Oh, I love this so much. And then this Hank, you know how we're doing the drive for the homeless, and Thriss is giving a prize. I'm giving a prize. Bag O'Day donated 2 prizes for those that donate to the homeless drive. Bridget has also, this is hand dyed by Bridget on her wood stove, spun on her spinning wheel, and this is a prize as well. And there's a wax stamp with a crown on it. Isn't that incredible, you guys? Look how beautiful that is. I just love handmade anything. You know what I'm saying? And this like takes it up a notch, man. This is like blowing it out of the park for sure. Oh, I'm so excited about this. I'm going to find something wonderful. It's like I told Ray, I got Ray's right here. Here, let me grab it. They actually might go together okay. Look, they're similar in color. I might be able to put the 2 together, and then I'll have a piece of both of you. How wonderful. I'm very sentimental and goofy, so, you know. My shirt's riding up here. Hello, everybody that just came in. I know, aren't they beautiful, you guys? I'm going to keep the little Hank. It's going in with my little Hank collection. For one day, someday, I'll make an Afghan or something out of it. You know, all the little Hanks. But this right here, I'm definitely going to use in a project. Look at the Tweety effect that it has. Isn't it beautiful? I just love this. Anyways. Who inspired you to do your fiber journey? Yarn Barf would like to know.
Well, see, the thing is, I have 2 long-haired dachshunds, and my fiance works swing shift, 12 hours at a time. So sometimes he has to sleep during the day, sometimes he has to sleep at night. Obviously, I can't have my dogs barking to tell me they have to go potty. Well, I'm like, okay, so what do? I decided, well, I'm going to macrame them straps for the back door and put bells on it so that they can tell me they have to go potty. Well, I macrameed and it just didn't work. And so I'm like, you know what? Grandma tried to teach me how to crochet when I was a little girl, but I was such a nervous, tense child because of things going on that I just everything went in a very tight circle because of my tension. And so I went to the store. I already had the ball of yarn because I was macrameing with it. And I grabbed just the cheapest hook I could find. And I looked up how to do a single crochet. That's how we got here.
That's super cool. That's a cute story, actually. So, actually, inadvertently, your dogs got you to crochet.
Pretty much, yeah, it's their fault.
Yeah, that's super cool.
But
Someone is asking me where the homeless drive is. I'm having it here on my channel, and Thriss and Stitches is also helping with it. And Bag O'Day donated some prizes. And what the situation is, there's a couple of mine and Thriss's videos, and in the description boxes is other videos that you can watch about the drive. Updates on the drive, updated Amazon wish list that you can purchase from to ship. You know, and also Thriss has got one explaining how you can enter the giveaways. And then I have one as well showing it off with Yolanda, who is my mom's shower nurse, who inspired us to get involved in this. I always like to do things for charity. And I at one time was homeless as well. So a lot of people I know have been homeless at one point or another, and I thought this was the perfect thing. And so there is videos on my channel as well as videos with all the information that you need on Thriss's channel. Sorry about that, Bridget. I just, wanted to make sure that everybody knew what we were talking about.
That's right.
Okay, let me see. All right, let me see what we got here. We kind of talked about it, most of these questions. Let's see, what is coming up on your channel?
Well, next month I'll have a birthday live, so I like to do that.
Cool.
And we have, of course, the monthly giveaway for the cauldron. I was doing the flower drive, asking people to make flowers for the wedding, but unfortunately, with the king being in the situation that he's in, most of everything that was being planned for the wedding has had been canceled. Now, I'm not saying if you made a flower, don't send it. I would still love to have it. I would still display it and I would still take pictures with it. But what I was planning on doing is no longer going to happen. So if you haven't already made one, if you don't have time, don't stress yourself. It's completely understandable. It's completely fine. Um, Other than that, we're just going to keep, pushing to grow. We do have a 1,500 subscriber giveaway going on. As soon as I hit the magic number, I will draw for that. I'm doing you tell me some colors, I will dye the fiber, and I will spin you a
Wow.
1,500. I thought, and if they cannot have wool, because I understand some people cannot have wool, or if you want more than a hank of yarn, you can say, hey, give me a surprise box instead, and I will make up a small box of acrylic yarn and send that out to that person. Because I know, not everybody's interested in hand spun, and not everybody can have wool or animal fiber. So
Excuse me.
include everybody, you know, in on that. I think that's pretty much it. We're just going to continue growing, and I do have when I get to, I think it's 3,000. The king's going to give me a shopping spree, and then when I get to 5K again, he's going to give me a shopping spree. If you guys
Ooh.
want the king spend some money the second he has it, let's get those numbers going.
Yeah, there you go. Sounds like fun to me, man.
Right?
Zoila is dropping all the videos that you guys are asking about with the homeless. And Cal's Crochet Corner says, Bridget, where do you find the time to do all your crafting? Do you approach it like a 9 to 5 job or just whenever?
Well, I don't sleep
Yeah. Yeah,
much.
I'm in that
Right?
club too.
I'm in pain 24 hours a day. There's not a day of my life that I am not in tremendous amount of pain. And crafting helps keep me in a place where I can still be me and not be an ornery sourpuss that's, not happy about being. So I pretty much craft from the time I get up until the time I go back to bed.
Yeah, me too. I have to be doing something all the time. I'm just one of those people. I have to be doing something. And it's like I finally finished my Hexie cardigans for Christmas for my granddaughters. I have finished all the Christmas ornaments that I was going to do. So now I have to weave baskets. So I started hauling basket stuff out to the kitchen where I craft at. And that's going to be the next thing that goes on. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of baskets. So I'm also going to try to do one for my Christmas party, but yeah, I'll have to make you a basket, Bridget.
Right? I would love one. I'm going to be doing some more candle making and some more soap making as well because I'm really enjoying doing that. And there's going to be more tutorials. I just have to have the time. The wedding dress is kind of taking up a lot of it right now. Um, but I'm going to start some tutorials because I'm teaching the king to crochet. And I'm also been working on teaching my niece and nephew to crochet. So they're going to be just beginner, the basics type stuff. But I also do plan on taking the owl shirt that I did and making a tutorial out of that as well.
Oh, cool. I'll be looking forward to that one. See, with me and the tutorials, I don't know why. I can show you how to weave a basket. I can show you how to macrame. I can show you how to do beading. I can show you how to do all those things. But when I sit down to crochet, I get anxiety trying to, well, here, do this and do that. I don't know why. It's a block with me. And one of these days, as far as I got was my little cup cozy with that sling you put over your arm. That was it for me. But I fully intend on one of these days. I've been promising it for a year and a half, and that was all you got out of me so far. So I really
Yeah,
appreciate those that can make tutorials. So, you know.
I thought that you might get a kick out of this. This is one of the other crafts that I do.
Oh, the etching.
This is the etching.
That is really neat. I
I do
love that.
I do it with a rotary tool.
No kidding.
hmm
Wow. And what do you use, like a stencil or something? Or
I usually put the picture on the inside. I just take a picture that I want to do on the inside, and I basically trace it. Sometimes I freehand, but stuff like this is a little too detailed on a curved surface for my freehand ability.
oh, that is super cool. Man, I'm telling you, I wish you lived closer, Bridget. I'm telling you, we could have craft nights all the time.
I would absolutely love that.
I know, me too.
But
You
yeah,
do a great job of connecting creators and gathering people together. Oh, thank you, Gwen. Yeah, it's like some people overlook certain people, and I just don't understand it. It's like Bridget is phenomenal, and I just feel like that we should all show her some love. If you're not subscribed to Bridget, you need to, because she's so interesting and so talented in so many different ways. I know I've said that 3 or 4 times, but I genuinely mean that. And that's why I wanted to interview you, because you're just interesting and you do so many different things. I thought it would be super cool for everybody to see what you're about. For those of you that don't know Bridget, you should. That's the way I feel about it. Bexy got here late, but I'm here. Oh, no problems. And Queen Mom, or Mama Knows Best, aka Gwen, says I love Queen Bridget. Hello, everybody coming in. Her channel name is right there below her. It's Queen's Crafts by Bridget. Okay, so go over there and check her out. She does all kinds of different crafts, but mainly you show your crochet and yarn, and it's mainly fiber, but she does show other, like her bags that she sells. She sews and sells. Phenomenal. If you are late coming in, you didn't see, she showed all of her bags, so go watch the replay. And you can custom order from her. You can even send her fabric, from what I understand. If you got a certain fabric that you want a bag out of, she will work with you. Or you just say, I love blue airplanes, and she will find you the fabric and make you a bag. I mean, she is multi-talented. Well, thank you for the super chat. I wasn't expecting this. Kimberly Bass, thank you so much. I'm going to write you down. I'll put you a ticket in the basket. Kimberly Bass, thank you so much. And I got you too, Granny Joe. Hello. Hello, everybody. You adored Queen Bridget from the moment you met her. I know. She's just so sweet and so talented. And Bexy says, well, hi, Bridget.
yeah, I've met so many interesting and wonderful people,
Me too.
doing these crafts and that. It's just amazing that we're all doing like the same thing. We're like all crocheting, but doing it in so many different wonderful ways. And my way isn't right, your way isn't right, but we're all it's just wonderful. I love that because like the way I form my stitches is incorrect.
Nobody's incorrect.
But
Everybody's got their own way of
it's
going
gonna
about
make
it.
beautiful projects. But if someone else looked at that, they're like, you're yarning under, you're not yarning over. Well, why your stitches look, but it makes something beautiful. Or like, I remember the first time I ever watched Ray knit. I went cross-eyed trying to watch her knit. The way she does it is just crazy. but she makes beautiful things. And that is the most wonderful thing about our fiber crafts is you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to follow every pattern to the letter, to the T, every stitch. You can make it
Yep.
your own 100%, your colors, your style, your way. And that is the greatest thing about fiber arts. It has taught me so much confidence in who I am as a person and who I am as a woman
I totally agree.
that like my main goal after I made friends on YouTube, my goal switched turned then into inspiring other women to realize that they are also queens. That's why
I love that about you. Yeah, she always says this. It's not something she just came up with tonight.
you
Tell him what you
the
always
tag
say, and
on
I
my
totally
bag
agree.
is not a queen's bag. The tag on my bag says a queen's bag because baby, you're the queen. You are the one that deserves that. You made beautiful things and you sacrifice your time to donate a blanket to the homeless, donate a blanket to little children that are sick and in other ways could not have such things going to camp. You did those
Yep.
things. You're the queen. I want to inspire each and every one of it, everybody to realize that there is no I can't do that. I'm not good enough. I don't have that skill. Bullshit, baby. Yes, you do. Get out there
Yep.
and do it. And if you get stuck, I will stop doing what I'm doing every single time to come back and help you get unstuck. All you
Yep.
have to do is say, hey, can you help me with this? Let's set up a little chat time and we'll video chat. I don't care. I'll sit and go with you step by step. If you're making my sock tutorial and you can't get it, you contact me. You say, "Oh, Bridget, I'm not understanding this." I will work with you until you have made a full sock. If that's
That's that heart of yours, Bridget. You have
because
just such a big heart, you
I
know?
mean, someone did that for me though. I was inspired and I was taught, and so if I can just do that for just even one person, then I have done everything I've ever set out to
You're so sweet. I just love you,
do.
Bridget. Do you guys agree? Isn't she wonderful? You really, really need to subscribe to Bridget's channel. I know I keep saying it, but I'm telling you, you're missing out. She's just wonderful and talented, and she has so much to offer, in the way she thinks about things and the way she goes about things. I just think it's a really cool place to be. And I also am happy to say I've been with Bridget a long time now, and yes, Dee, she has a huge heart. Kelch Crochet Corner said that. Yarn Inspired said, truly wonderful. She's the best. Mary King. I mean, all kinds of nice things. See, I love that. I love that about this community. I agree. It's a part of the craft is sharing it out. Totally. My grandson Max is in the chat somewhere. Hello, Marie. And Bridget is so sweet, she says. And he wants to learn to crochet. And I'm so excited to teach him. You know, I'm so excited. I totally agree with that philosophy. We're supposed to help each other and we're supposed to teach each other. And, if someone gets stuck, we're supposed to give them a helping hand.
Right.
That's what we're supposed to do. It's part of being a person, at least the kind of people I want to be around anyway.
Right. And
You
it's
know
a
what I mean?
profound connection to our past because this isn't something that's been a fad. You know, I just we just started doing this 5 years ago. This is something our ancestors' ancestors did this.
Right. And the problem is if we don't teach someone, it's going to die.
Right.
That's the thing. The younger people need to learn how to crochet. Need to learn how to do these crafts because nobody's teaching them. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dawn Yarndale says, Bridget has been with me from the early days of my channel and supported me all the way. See, that's just who Bridget is. That's just who she is. Allie Artifacts just loves ya. I've tried teaching my granddaughters to crochet. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. But I think I need to wait until they're a little older. Yeah, Max is 12, so I think he'll be good with it. I think I started, learning how to crochet when I was about 11, right around Max's age. So I think that'd be a good time.
And I think the trick is to find something that they're really interested in, either, a project that inspires by a character that they're really into, or make sure it's their colors, of course, not dark colors, but I think just having little bitty goals, like with my nephew, he's really driven to do special things for like his sisters. So if he could make a little
Aw,
for his sister Dolly, well, then that's a completed project and he feels wonderful. So that's where we started those little goals at when I started working with him.
yeah, that's awesome. That's really awesome that he cares so much for his sisters that he does that. See what I mean? This fiber community, just everyone that does that, we are all caring people. We all care. We like to share. Everybody's so loving and helpful. And, we have to continue this on. We have to teach the younger people. And someone was saying up there that she just loves the fact that, males or men are crocheting and getting into the fiber arts and things like that. Well, they always have, but are more on the forefront in that now, and that is awesome. I love that. Because it's not just for women. It's not just for little old ladies. It's for everybody.
Yep.
Everybody, young, old, male, female, whatever. It is for everybody, and it's we just don't want it to be a forgotten art, is what I'm getting at. I just don't want it to be something that people look back and say, oh, those people used to do that.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things out there that have turned that way. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
Danny Joe was 8 when her grandma taught her. Kathy Baker was 10 when she started knitting in the 4th grade. Yeah, 10 or 12 it seems like. I was 12 when I started learning oodles and caboodles. Yeah, it seems like that seems to be a good age. Of course there's exceptions to every rule, but, they have to be really, wanting to do it, to stick with it. To stick with it and to, do you know what their channel is called? I'm not sure what she's asking there. I have to look up the channel name. I haven't visited in a while. Oh, they're having a conversation outside of our conversation. I was like totally confused there for a minute. I'm in the process of teaching my neighbor girl. This is Darlene G. But she has a really odd way of wanting to grasp her hook, and I am trying to encourage her to try different ways. Definitely encourage her to try different ways, but if she succeeds holding that hook, however she's holding it, to be able to make a single or whatever, let her be. Let her be,
Yeah, I think whatever way you pick it up is usually the way, we all have our ways. I've seen some people that do like a pencil hold, but then I've seen ones that do in between a pencil and something else. And, they use
Yeah,
the hold.
I'm a
And
knife holder. Yeah.
I've kind of, I've got a modified knife hold. It's not a complete knife hold, but it's not.
I know the other day I was crocheting when I was on, I was a guest on Crystal the Yarny Chicken, Crazy Cat Lady, and Ganny Joe says to me, Dee, you hold your hook just like me, because we're all different. And so as long as she succeeds in whatever she's doing, let her hold it backwards if she wants. I mean, doesn't matter, we're all different, right?
Yeah.
Kirsten Amstead said, I was 7 when my grandma Dee started teaching me. And oh, my grandson Max, I didn't learn anything. I have to wait until grandma teaches me. He's coming over on Saturday, so,
My
which is
grandma
really,
started with plastic canvas art with us.
oh, okay.
Used to playing with the yarn with the plastic canvas, and then she started with the crochet. And they said I really wanted to, but I was such a nervous and tense child that my single crochet row went.
You're tight, just really, really tight.
Yeah, I was very. And now I have a very moderate tension. It's not tight, it's not loose, it's just right, even across
Yeah.
the board.
Ganny Joe says her grandma made her strip an old sheet up into strips and taught her to make a rag rug, which was my first project. Mine too. That's exactly my first finished project was a rag rug that I took a sheet and I still do that to this day. That's how I make my rugs a lot of the time. Is I strip it up. So yeah, but just see, Sally Stevens says, "Hello, Dee and Bridget. I'm so sorry I'm missing this. I will watch a replay for sure. No problem." Yeah, I did a lot of plastic canvas, embroidery, crewel. I did all the fancy stitches. My grandma was into that too, and my mom. And then my mom taught me to sew. And then I've just like over the year, I've learned something about every 2 years, just a totally new thing. Like I do stained glass and baskets, and the list is endless. And that's because my mind's always going 100 miles an hour, and I got to stay busy. And I'm looking over here. Ooh, that would be cool. That would make the good this or that, or I'm always putting stuff together. So, yeah.
Well, I've always got something brewing up that I'm going to do. Like last summer, I refinished a fish tank stand, and then I took an old executive's desk and completely refinished that as well.
Yeah.
Just because it was pretty wood, and I couldn't see it just sitting there not looking its best. So I redid it all.
Max Tutu is doing good. Uncle Pat is in with her right now, and they are watching television together and munching on munchies. So that's what they're doing. So Tutu is doing good, Max.
I love that you call your mother Tutu.
Well, did I tell you did you hear the story of why why we call her Tutu?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, we're Native American. And the
Mhm.
Native American word that we came up with, that we decided to use was kookum. And so my grandkids started calling her cuckoo because they couldn't say kookum. So they were calling her cuckoo. And my mom says to me one day, "Can we change that? Like, can we call me something besides cuckoo? It's a little embarrassing." I laughed so hard because all my grandkids were calling her cuckoo. And so we sat there and I go, "Well, what do you want to be called? Nana?" No. We start going through all these things, because she lived with me at the time. This was many years ago. My mom lived with me for 10 years and then one got an apartment. Now she's back again. But anyways, so we both lived in the same house. It was confusing, grandma and grandma, So I was grandma and she was cuckoo. Then she said, "What about we're going moo moo noo noo." She goes, "What about Tutu?" I go, "All right, that's it." So then we start telling the grandkids call her Tutu, and that's how she ended up Tutu.
I love that.
Yep, from making rugs to making jewelry and all that. Yep, exactly. Yep.
I enjoy bead weaving. That's something I really enjoy doing.
What? I say it again. I did. Bead.
Yeah, doing the Indian bead weaving.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. My sound was coming in and out. Yes, the bead weaving. I like doing it too, but it is a little tedious. It is a little tedious. You have to be committed to do that. It has to be something you're committed with. I actually gave Thris a necklace that I made in a pair of earrings that has bead weaving in it, and I just finished the bracelet, so she doesn't have the bracelet yet. And if she's not here, she doesn't know it exists. Hello, everyone, just coming in. We're just sitting here chit-chatting. Anybody got any questions they'd like to ask Bridget? What is it that your soon-to-be husband does for a living? I mean, is he in cars or?
Well, kind of. He makes tires.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So he's kind of in that genre. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he works for Bridgestone, and he makes tires. He runs one of the great big machines that manufactures the tires.
I'm reading some other things that people talk about. Oodles Caboodle says, "That's how I went from grandma to da. My granddaughter couldn't say grandma, so she called her Da. Yep. I tell my adult children that I'm teaching my grandkids crafts so that I can play all day. Don't tell, please. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Max is coming next Saturday, and he's going to hang out on my live with me. So that ought to be fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I told his mom, I said, I'm meeting a bunch of people at Michigan Fine Yarns earlier in the day, and then I'm going to rush home and get ready for the live. I said, I won't be able to teach him much, but he can hang out with me. And everybody was throwing money in a fund for him. And I said I would match whatever his fund became. So he got $25. So I'm going to match it with 25. So he does, well, he's here now. So now he knows he's going to have $50 to spend, to buy some yarn. And plus we're going to hook him up with Grandma's insane yarn collection. And I got him some hooks ready. I got him some stuff. He's going to be all set up.
Awesome. That's a great way to go about it, especially let him pick out his own. He'll be less likely to just give it up by the wayside so easy.
Yeah. His favorite color is light blue, and he likes black and white contrast, but his favorite color is light blue. So I'm expecting that Max will be picking up some light blue yarn. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, I love your pink background and your pink dress, and I love it. It's so pretty. And I love your virus shawl. Is that just a straight virus shawl there on the wall?
This one here is actually just doubles and then the window stitch. But this one up here is the Granny Meets Virus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Bag o' Day pattern. Yeah. Yeah, see, good old Crystal. She teaches us all, doesn't she?
Yes. I followed Crystal until, well, I still follow her, don't get me wrong. I don't do the tutorials anymore, but I watch all her regular videos until I learned to read patterns. Once I learned to read patterns, now I cannot stand watching a tutorial for nothing. Like even when I learned to knit, I learned to knit by reading patterns.
Yeah, see, I like the tutorials because I like to be able to look over and see what they're doing. I like the tutorials. It makes me feel like I'm sitting with a friend crocheting. That's I guess I look at it a little differently.
See, I have the pattern, and then I listen to my friend's vlog or their, whatever videos they put up, their yarn hauls, their whatever, their FO videos. I listen to that stuff while I make. So we're doing
I do too.
Just a different type of video.
Yeah, I do that too, if I'm, because me, I'm usually off doing my own thing, so I'll have, everybody's try to catch up. And for a couple weeks there, Tutu wasn't doing so good, she's, a little weary right now, but and it was a little difficult for me to watch anybody. So I've been the last couple nights trying to catch up here and there, and give everybody thummies and likes and whatever. And sometimes I'll forget to comment, and then I go, "Did I comment? I don't remember if I commented on the last one." I'm trying to watch people's stuff, so just know I'm out there, guys. I'm out there watching, trying to catch up.
Hey, it's a full-time job just watching videos on YouTube of just your friends. That's not even counting the people you want to meet or, of just your friends. It becomes a full-time job.
Yep, it sure does. It sure does. Is there anything else you'd like to share? We've been on here for almost an hour and a half, girl. It flew by. I've really enjoyed this.
I think we covered most of my crafts. Not all of it.
Until next week. To be continued. Well, I really enjoyed chit-chatting with you. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And like I said, if you're not subscribed to Bridget, I don't know what you're waiting for. She's incredibly kind, very talented, and worth the watch, guys. And Bridget's wedding is in April. Did you say April 20th?
Yep.
They were asking when your wedding is. Anyways, I've really enjoyed this, and I love my yarn. Thank you so much. And this is awesome, donating for the homeless drive. This is another prize that they can win for donating, and I appreciate kind of you. And when I make something, I will show you what I made.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, I don't think I'll put these two together. I think I want to keep them separate. have my own separate Bridget thing and my own separate Ray thing. But I'm just excited to have spun yarn, and you dyed it on your wood stove. That makes it so cool to me. I love the old timey ways of doing things,
Yeah,
and
I
that's
really
cool.
enjoy the dyeing process. Fiber is a little more finicky than the yarn.
Look here, girl. This is insane. This is my hand dyed just from the last month or so.
Oh,
I have to have a dib sale. It's out of control. I don't even know I have nowhere to put it. That's it.
I
It's in
actually
a
need to
mountain.
pick your brain about your dib sales because I think I'm going to have to go that way with my bags because I had a friend trying to set up the website for me, and it just got to be where it was it was going to be more money than I could afford to spend. So I had to unfortunately shut down the website idea, at least for now. I'm not
Yeah.
closing that door inevitably, just for now until I can. I need the bags to pay for the bags. I can't afford to invest, you know, personal bill money into.
Yep, I get it. I totally get it. We're all on fixed incomes at all of us, I think, at least everybody I talk to, we're all on fixed incomes. Excuse me. But yeah, that's the way to go, to advertise it. I have a domain that Mark bought for me, and I have not done a thing with it. I really don't know how. So it's like, what do I do with it? I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I
learning is
appreciate
difficult.
him. I appreciate him doing it, on my own website and all that, but I don't know what to do with it. So, or how to go about it, I mean, so I don't know, maybe one of these days, but, for now, this is the dib sales is the way I'm going. That's the only thing I can think to do. And me and Mark have so much fun doing it. It's like when that basket gets full, we have a dib sale. Because we just have fun doing it. So, bye, Max. I'll see you Saturday. I love you. I love you so much. And well, okay, Bridget. Well, I really enjoyed our talk. I hope you had fun.
I
And
did.
again, go over and subscribe to Bridget. Show her some love. And I'll be talking to you soon, my friend. All right.
Okay.
Good night, everybody. Thanks
Bye.
for stopping over. We appreciate ya. We'll talk soon. Bye. Bye, everybody.